And you can get access to them now.
Yeah, which is great.
Like there was a guy in, I can't remember the name of it, but it was basically a torrent site that he'd set up for horror movies, but it was like rare and weird horror movies. And these things, they were near impossible to get on video or to get, and like you definitely couldn't get them on DVD. And he used to go off like Source and all these things, or people that were part of the community put them up and stuff. And like, I mean, I suppose it is pirating, but to another extent, it's actually saving these things. Like, I mean, no one's making money from it. You know, these aren't things that people are exploiting, that kind of a thing. It's not like fucking people are uploading kind of like the new Batman movie like a month before it comes out. It's
to bring it back.
It's the same with music as well. Like.
That's what I was going to say, to bring
piracy, but what I always find interesting is a lot of it like will die down if like you just make a convenient other alternative. Like beforehand, it was like when they like digital songs and movies first came out. Yeah, a lot of people went crazy with that because there was no alternate way of like getting digital movies easily. Like, yeah, you could maybe get them here or there, but they were a lot of convoluted steps you had to hop through, or you could use the physical medium. And nowadays, you know, you have the more you can easily obtain stuff legally through digital means.
Well,
and
this
I
is
think
the thing.
cut down on a great degree. But if they keep going the way they're going, I think it's going to cause a resurgence.
Well, Spotify and stuff like that just killed piracy in music.
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck downloads MP3s now? No, you know, because it's like you just stream it.
Having said that, though, Spotify drives me mad at times, because it just it bugs out so often on my phone and all the rest that I have, like, we pay for premium Spotify, and you're meant to be able to listen to it offline and all the rest, and more often than not I can't listen to it offline if I, you know, so I would rather have the physical, not the but the digital copy downloaded, if you know what I mean. So it really just drives me mad. I'd rather pay and have a digital
It's happened
copy
to me
myself.
where like I've had no data and I haven't had access to Wi-Fi, and I'm like, I'm still going to go off for a run, and you go to like download, or not to download, but to play your downloaded music, and it's like, but it needs to be downloaded again. You're like,
not there.
I'm sorry, I did that 2 hours ago when I had Wi-Fi.
Yeah, which is so, like, I mean, as I said, we're paying for the premium service. I have maybe 1,000 songs downloaded, and every now and again it goes, no, you don't.
Well,
I'm going, I fucking do.
What put me off the kind of like Amazon Music Unlimited thing was that they had an update at one stage, and it wiped everything.
I know.
I was like, what?
And again, I had 1,000 songs or so downloaded, and I was
and
like,
it took forever
really
to
tough.
download everything then as well. Kind of like, well,
Doesn't Amazon Prime Music as well have like tiers to their system as well?
Well, that's the thing. You have Prime Music, which you get with Prime, which is thrown in. They have like, say, a couple of 100,000 songs, but then like it's Music Unlimited. It'd be like their equivalent to Spotify as well. And like we were using it, it's like quicker than Spotify, but now there's not as many bands on it as there were when we, like, originally I was doing, because there's like a lot of stuff that wasn't on Spotify, but now Spotify seems to be after getting them back. And as well, Spotify kind of suggests more stuff that you wouldn't listen to, whereas Amazon
is.
Spotify is much more like mature, like, because like we were only talking about it in the previous episode, where like when it has like the time capsule things, and it goes, oh, would you like to listen to these songs that you listened to as a child? I'm like, I never listened to these songs on this. How do you know what I was listening to as a child?
That's what it's smarter, like, but like, I mean, that's
and then
what
Tidal's just the redheaded stepchild of the music streaming business.
Fucking Tidal. And what was it? There's another. It'd be Tidal. YouTube's one doesn't seem to be.
Oh yeah,
iTunes.
I remember that. I'll be on YouTube and a good bit, and like it's every second or third day. It's like, would you like a month free trial to YouTube Music? It's like, no.
Never.
About 6 months, it's like, nah, you're all right.
How about we give you money to use YouTube Music?
I must actually find a way of stopping that from coming up every single time that I every single time that I open the app. It's so frustrating.
I think the way that they're hoping to do it is that kind of like the only way to get rid of it is by actually getting it. So you're like,
you'll sign up and it'll ask you for your credit card details and hope that you forget to like not sign off.
I was like, do you like Cobra Kai? What? But yeah, so I suppose who's the winner in all of this?
Nobody wins. We're all losers. Massive losers.
But yeah, I suppose it's a thing. I think I'll always be. Although saying that we've like loads of records there, and I can't remember the last time I actually put the vinyl player on.
So I think our LP player needs a little bit of a tune up, though.
Yeah, well, that one isn't great anyway. We could do getting an actual proper
LP.
one. Yeah. Which might do at some stage. But yeah,
You'd
so I
stop
suppose
spending money elsewhere.
yeah.
Spender.
Yes. Yes. Well, yeah, so I suppose until next week, that's not a very definitive kind of thing, but these things are not definitive. We're not going to give answers.
Open for interpretation.
Yeah, no matter how Mark wants to shut down people's interpretations of things and
Yes.
have his one world view
Very
of things.
One world
dictatorshry.
government.
Yeah, we'll fight against it.
Indeed.
And we know he's somehow responsible for coronavirus as well.
Galloping through the land, spreading plague.
If in doubt, blame Mark.
Yeah. But so, yeah,
Well,
so
everyone does.
So for people who are after next week, we're going to be doing for the classic album. It's going to be kind of a punk themed episode next week. It's going to be Good Charlotte's the Young and the Hopeless.
Just like
Will be the
us.
cast. So if you want to listen along to that, you can tune in next week when we talk about it. And we go run down through like punk bands as well.
Yeah.
Yay,
So
fun.
yeah. So thank you for listening. Go over to the Facebook page. Give it a thumbs up. We're also on Instagram as well. You can find it on Instagram under the Monday Morning Mixtape. Mm-hmm. And there's posts, kind of like, memes and stuff coming up on it every day. So yeah.
Yeah.
And
Just
you can
minion memes now.
Yeah, Minions, yeah. And Shrek.
Oh, of course.
So yes,
Only best.
thank you for listening, and we will talk to you next week.
Master.
Master.